What is up, friends? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well and that you are having a good week. As you can see, I'm not wearing any makeup today. Today is a Sunday, no makeup and just sweatpants. I'm getting organized today and packing for a 9-day, I think it's a 9-night trip to Miami. I am done with the weather here in Boston. This is about the time of year where I just need to get out. Very seasonally depressed. There's been no sun, tons of rain, some snow, and I just need a warm weather getaway. And so I'm gonna be heading down to Miami for about 9 days. I'm gonna be hopefully creating some content, doing some work down there, and also just kind of relaxing and enjoying the warmth. So a lot of you guys asked me to film a pack with me vlog, and so that's what this video is going to be. I'm going to be showing you guys all the makeup that I'm bringing to Miami, all of the fashion that I'm bringing to Miami, kind of show you guys how I like to pack my things, how I like to stay organized, sort of my thought process while I pack, and then a couple of maybe travel recommendations and tools and that kind of stuff that I like to bring with me when I travel. So if you guys want to see everything that I'm bringing to Miami, then keep watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you are new here. My name's Sophia. This is my channel where I focus on all things beauty and luxury. I create content around mostly luxury beauty, but also luxury fashion, lifestyle, things like this, vlogs, you name it. So if that is something that you're into, definitely subscribe to my channel or head on over to my channel page to see the other types of videos that I create. And without further ado, let's get into it. I will put some timestamps down below also to kind of help you guys, whether you are interested in either makeup, fashion, etc. Okay, friends, so this is what we are working with here. This is my luggage. This is from a brand called Arlo Sky. I'll link them down below. It's like the Away luggage, but a little bit higher end, but not as expensive as a Tumi or Rimowa, for example. So I'll link that down below. And then I have my leather Tumi backpack. I think this is the Voyager backpack. I talked about this backpack in one of my holiday gift guide videos. It is the best. It has so many pockets. I think I'm going to try, my goal is to try and fit everything into the full-size suitcase. And then I also bring my backpack as my carry-on. We are going to be bringing our cat Minnie. And so I don't really like to have too many carry-on things with us. Maybe we'll bring the carry-on and me and my boyfriend will share it and we'll kind of put Minnie's carrier on top. But for now, my goal with this packing is to just fit everything in the backpack and the full size carry-on. We are going for like 9 days. And so I can't just do a carry-on for that long. So that is the goal. Okay, friends, let's start off with the makeup. I just laid everything out here on my vanity. Oh, hello there. I wanted to show you what I typically use to pack my makeup in. And one of these things I have for bigger trips, and then this is kind of the solution that I do for smaller trips. So for bigger trips or maybe trips where I'm going to like a wedding or I know I'm going to want to bring most of my makeup with me, I will use this makeup organization case. It's very affordable. I'll link it down below. It's not anything special, but it's extremely functional. You have a section here to put brushes or like I'll put, little fragrance samples, mini fragrances in there. You can also fit like some full-size palettes in this little slip pocket. This area right here is it's sort of configurable. Like you can pull these out and structure it any way you want, and it's so easy for getting ready. When you're in like a little hotel bathroom or something, you can just see everything that is in here. It's so organized. It's really awesome. The downside of this is that because it is very structured, it can be a little bit awkward to fit into a suitcase, and obviously it is quite bulky. But for people like us who are kind of obsessed with makeup and luxury and that kind of stuff, that might be worth it. So I think I might bring this. I'm not totally sure. We're going to see how many things I pull out. On smaller trips, what I will do is I'll bring this little pouch. So this is just like your typical makeup pouch. I got this from Anthropologie, maybe, I don't know, a couple of years ago. I love the little ladies that are on here. I don't know if they still make this, but I will use this. And this already has a ton of like minis and things that I just travel with. Like as I collect minis from maybe, I don't know, like Sephora freebies, or if brands send me little things, I'll keep them in here. And so I always have little mini primers and all that kind of stuff in here. For my brushes, I use a long pouch like this. This was some sort of, I don't know, like Clinique free gift, maybe Estee Lauder free gift pouch, or I don't know what it is, but I like that it's long, and I keep all of my brushes in it like this. I actually don't usually use this all that much. I guess I do, but sometimes it doesn't fit everything that I want, and I don't like my brushes floating around in this, so I will use a longer pouch like this, and those are on my brushes. I am going to do a big brush cleanup later tonight. I also want to show you guys right here, I've showed you these in a couple of different like lifestyle videos, declutter videos, and that kind of stuff before, but I have these little mini pump bottles that I bring with me when I travel. See right there, they're all labeled. So this one has like the Auric Glow Lust in the color Selenite. I have some that have like the Chanel Water Fresh blush. I've also got some that have my foundations, and it can get a little messy here. I don't know. It's not because the pump is broken. It's just this particular foundation is very runny. But even when it kind of leaks out, it does not leak out of the cap. And what is really great about these is that they're very small. Like, look at them compared to the size of the pouch. And if you were to put these in here, it really saves you a lot of space. Kind of like a makeup artist, you know how they depot everything to fit it really cleanly into their kit. A lot of the ones that you find on Amazon, they're actually like double or triple the size of this. So it ends up just being the same size and weight as your regular foundation. These are small enough that they actually save you space and weight. So I'll link these specific ones down below because I did have to go through a lot of ones when I was shopping on Amazon. What I'm going to start to do now is I'm going to start to just fill this box up with makeup that I think I want to bring. Like things that speak to me, things that are favorites, so I can sort of see it all here, make sure I have everything. And then once I'm done, I will pack it into these bags. And in fact, I might not even pack it into these until I see how much space I have in my suitcase. So we'll kind of see with what we're dealing with here. And usually with my makeup, I'll just kind of reach for things that go with the vibe of the trip. So I'm going to Miami. It's usually pretty humid there. It's going to be warmer. It says it's going to be about like high of 80, 75 to 80 every single day. And so I'm probably going to pick things that kind of give me more of those summer vibes. And same thing with the finishes. Like I like more glowy products and whatnot for warmer weather. So let me go and do that, and then I'll come back and show you some of the things that I'm thinking through. Okay, so first let's start off with what I chose for complexion. Hopefully you guys can see this okay. I'm not in like a studio or anything. We are in my bedroom. So first off, I have all of my little things that I have in my mini pump bottles. So that is the Pat McGrath foundation, the Chanel Le Beige Healthy Glow foundation, the Chanel Water Fresh tint. I have the Chanel Water Fresh blush in deep apricot, and then I've got my two Auric Glow Lust. I really like the Glow Lust because they're so versatile. You can mix these two products with anything here to instantly brighten it up. It's just great for all purpose, mixing, priming, highlighting, you name it. And that's partially why I have them in the little pump bottles here. I do need to refill some of them, but I'll do that afterwards. And then some other products that I picked out here is the Danessa Myricks Vision Cream Cover. I've been experimenting a little bit more with this. Yesterday, I actually mixed it with the Hygen Skin Glass, and it worked really, really well. You have to kind of mix it with an oil to kind of make it a little bit easier to spread. It's highly concentrated, but once you get it on the face, like this is the longest lasting product I've ever used. And so if you're going to like a hot weather vacation, if you like to wear makeup and you want it to last, the Danessa Myricks Vision Cream Cover is really great for that. I don't want to bring the Natasha Denona Skin Glass because it's kind of bulky and heavy. It's a glass bottle, but I have this from Saie. This is the Saie primer. It's like their glowy skin, kind of like a serum cream almost. And that's great for also mixing with any of these things that I have here today. I'm also going to be bringing the Clé de Peau Radiant Cream Foundation because this is a very like portable, travel friendly squeezy tube, and this is a very like effortless, well-wearing cream foundation, just really great for every day. So if I'm feeling kind of lazy, I don't want to wear like the Pat McGrath or the Chanel foundation, I will wear this. Maybe it seems like a lot of complexion products for some people, but these don't really take up that much space, and I honestly really like the option. And then for concealer, I'm going to be bringing that Too Faced one, and I also am bringing the Uma Beauty Stay Woke concealer in a little bit of a darker shade because this is good for all over the face. It's just kind of good for everything. Okay, guys, so here's what we got going on for bronzer, blush, and highlighter. I just kind of pull things out, I open them up, and then I look and see, okay, what do I not need to bring here because it's very, very similar. So what do we have here? First off, I've got the NARS Orgasm on the Beach palette right here. This is my typical pick, and I explained in my capsule collection video. I like this because you can really use it all over the face. You've got almost like a blush bronzer hybrid. You've got some blushes, you've got some highlighters. I use them as eyeshadow. It's such a good palette and you can still get it. It's 40% off. I'm gonna link it down below. I'm sort of thinking now that I've opened everything up though, that I'm gonna instead bring the Hourglass Tiger palette because this one is newer. This is my vibe. This is what I'm gonna be bringing. It does have one finishing powder here that I like to use as a bronzer because don't forget this palette was made for deeper skin tones. It's got 3 highlighters and 2 blushes, and all of these work on the eyes, they work on the face. So I think I'm going to be bringing this one, and I'm going to remove the Orgasm on the Beach one because I've used this so many times I don't need to have 2 of them. So also for blush and highlighter, I really want to get more use out of my Tom Ford blush duos. I do have every single shade and there's some really good colors in here. So just kind of looking at this palette and then these that I have right here, I think that I might bring this one because it is kind of like a nice nude, or I'm gonna bring this one because I feel like I'm already getting like the corally vibes from this. This one, by the way, I think it's called Sun Drunk. Oh, no, this is Peach Poison, and I believe this one is Sun Drunk, and this one is Brazen Rose. So I think I'm gonna bring one of these. I'm gonna eliminate this one. I think I'm gonna pair that with this Dior Coral highlighter. At least I'm gonna swatch it up against this one from the Tiger palette, and if they're different enough, then I think that is what I'm going to bring. I also right here, something to kind of throw into the mix. This is the Rare Beauty liquid highlighter. This is in the shade Captivate. I think this is the darkest one that they have. This is a really good dupe. I wouldn't say it's an affordable dupe, but it is a dupe for like the Charlotte Tilbury ones that I have down here in this shade Captivate. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. It's like a really pretty orangey, glowy blush, especially if you have a deeper skin tone. This would be a really nice highlight for you. So I'm kind of thinking about bringing this as well. Okay, so I think I've decided what I'm going to do. I'm definitely going to bring the Tiger palette. I've decided I'm also going to bring this Glossier Cloud Paint in the shade Dusk because this is super travel friendly and portable. It's just kind of like a security blanket. This is a perfect nude cream blush that is super easy to fit into my bag. I'm going to eliminate Brazen Rose because I don't really see myself wearing a lot of rose tones on this trip, and I'm going to bring Sun Drunk as a matte blush that I think will go with any look because this is a very, very glowy palette. I'm not going to be bringing the Rare Beauty thing just because it is it's not super travel friendly, so I'm gonna pop that back in there. And then I brought out some more of my Dior highlights. These are the 2 Dior Riviera ones from last summer. I think I'm still gonna bring the coral one because this is just so good and multi-dimensional. I don't know if you guys can see it right there on the side of my hand. It's almost like a duochrome, and I don't really get to use it as much as I want, but it is my favorite one from this collection of highlighters. So I think I'm gonna bring that and then maybe leave these and just kind of, you know, work my way around this, and that'll be the stuff that I bring for blush and highlight. All right, now let's go into bronzer and contour. As I mentioned in the Tiger palette, that one shade in the corner, I can use that as a bronzer, but I like to have kind of more of another option, something that maybe is like a little bit warmer. And so I thought it would be fun to pull out this Mario Skin Perfector. What is this called again? The Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Perfector. I have the shade light medium. I reviewed these for you guys. I swatched every single shade in the review if you guys are curious about this product, but it basically is a bronzer on this side, and then right here you essentially have like some highlighting powders. So this is also super multi-purpose. I'm going to use it as a bronzer, and then I'm going to use these kind of like as highlighters, maybe swirl them together. I also like to use these on the eyes. So that is what I'm going to be bringing as a complimentary bronzer. It's also very, you know, friendly for packing and whatnot. And then for my contour, I really like the Westman Atelier Face Trace Stick. I love this for travel. It's not the most travel friendly packaging from like a weight perspective, but it's super easy to apply to the cheeks. Like when I'm getting ready and I don't want to spend that much time getting ready, this is just so quick to kind of like whack on, and it blends really easily and quickly into the skin. Okay, friends, so for eyeshadow palettes, these are the ones that I picked out. These are some of my more summery ones. You might recognize this one from my recent video when I made a bunch of custom Viseart palettes. If you guys like sort of DIY eyeshadow hack, almost like a declutter video, but like a repurpose video, I show you guys how I create my perfect nude, warm tone, and also cool tone palette, so I'll link that down below. It's a fun video, but this was the warm tone palette that I created. And then I have my two Dear Riviera palettes, both Bayadere and Riviera. You guys know that I love these. And then I also have the Viseart Soleil La Plage palette, which is kind of like a go-to for me for all kinds of, I don't know, just like beachy vacations or trips. As you can see, it's got kind of like a beach theme. I love the bright pops of kind of golden yellow. I like that I've got these two colors in the middle to kind of brighten things up, but then the rest of the palette is almost like your perfect neutrals. Taking a look at all of these, what I'm realizing is that actually a lot of the colors that are in these Dior palettes are already in my Viseart custom palette. So I think I'm actually going to not bring these two because they're just so duplicative to these. And so I think the two palettes I'm going to be bringing are the Soleil La Plage and then my custom one. So all I have are two, but I have so many good shadows amongst the two of them. Eyeliners. So I might narrow this down, but I love eyeliners, but I just kind of have all my favorites here, to be honest with you. I've got the Pat McGrath in Black Coffee and Extreme Black, which is a dark black brown and a black. Then I've got three of my Chanel Yo waterproof ones. Rose Cuivré. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that improperly. I have Eros and Cassis. I also have this one from Urban Decay. It's in the shade Double Life, and this is a really pretty, you guys can see it's the rightmost shade here. It's like a shimmery brown. And then that middle shade right there is the bronze shade from Victoria Beckham, which I have right here. And then I've got the KVD liquid tattoo liner. So these are all my favorites. Like if I'm only bringing the two eyeshadow palettes, this is kind of what helps me take my look from day to night, take it up a notch. For mascara, I think I'm gonna bring the Tower 28 Make Waves because this actually, I've used it so much. I feel like I'm getting towards the end of it, and I love how much length it gives me. It has a lot of longevity for like humidity and all that kind of stuff. So I think I'm gonna bring this. I really like the length that it gives, and that's kind of the look that I'm going for. So I'm gonna bring this as my mascara. Some of my little finisher products that I like to bring with me are my brow gel. This is from, I think it's called Blink Brow Bar London. I've got the Glossier Brow Pop, which is my favorite brow pencil right now. I also have the Glossier Brow Flick in the shade brown. And then I like to bring a little kind of blending shade with me. This is from MAC and it's in the shade Orb. And this is what I will use to kind of blend out any of the shadows. Both of my palettes that I made, I didn't really include a bone shade. So I'll just include a little single like this with me when I travel to use for blending. And finally for lips, I tried to narrow it down. I'm going to be bringing one of the YSL Candy Glaze lipsticks. I think this is in the shade, I think it's called Chili or something. It's the shade that is on the right there, the reddish one. And then I also really like the Rouge Volupté Shine from YSL in the shade Orange Carousel for more like warm weather stuff. That's the one on the left there. Oh my gosh, it is such the most beautiful shade when you pop it on. It gives you like this little orange flush. I also have a little mini Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick just for kind of a nude lip. And then I wanted to show you guys, I'm going to be bringing these also as my lip colors. Tower 28 just sent these to me in PR. The lip liners that you see here, these are their new lip liners, and they sent me one maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I was like, I don't remember them having lip liners, and then I realized it was a new product. So they sent me the 3 new lip liners and then the matching lip glosses. Oh my gosh, they're so nice, and the glosses are really, really moisturizing. I think I've never tried the milky ones before. Oh my goodness, they're so moisturizing. So I'm going to be bringing all of these, maybe filming some content with them, definitely filming some content with them. But the lightest two shades I already have. So I'm going to be seeing my sister in Miami because she's there for a wedding. So I think I'm going to give her the two that I already have. But I think that this will be fun to create some content with. So I'm going to bring these mostly as my lip products. Alrighty, friends. So this is what we're working with. Those lip products I just showed you. I've got all the complexion products right here. Maybe I'll take like one or two of those out, depending on if they can fit in my case. Then I've got all of my eyeliners and mascara. I might bring this Chantecaille powder just in case I get a little dewy. I know, I can't believe I'm saying that, but just in case I get a little bit dewy, I'm going to bring the Soleil La Plage. We've got the Viseart one that I made, the Hourglass Tiger palette, the Dior highlighter in Coral, the Tom Ford in Sun Drunk, Glossier Cloud Paint in Dusk, and then we finally have the Mario Skin Enhancer. So this is everything that we have. Everything is like pretty cohesive and works together, and now I'm going to try and fit it in my makeup case. Okay, so this is how everything looks when it's in the little case. I've got all of the complexion stuff right here. I did refill some of the products in here that needed replenishing. These are all of the palettes. These are all of like the long products, so all of the eyeliners, the lip liners, the brow stuff, the mascara, and then back here I've got the Clé de Peau foundation just because it is a little bit long, and then my lip products. And then back here what I like to keep is little sort of fragrance samples so I can take those with me when I travel. And then I've got some little primers in here that I normally just kind of keep in there. And then I'm not going to do my brushes right now. I am going to clean those first, but I will put those here and then probably store some back here. And yeah, that is what all of this looks like. If I don't have enough room in my suitcase, I will maybe take all of this and put it into the smaller bag and see if it fits, and then if not, I can prune it down. But for now, this is what I'm going to be bringing, and I did want to show you guys how I like to pack it into the case. Okay, so we're done with the makeup for now. Now I'm going to start packing my clothes, which honestly is the hardest part because I always want to bring so many things and then I realize it doesn't fit in the suitcase. So I like to sort of lay everything out on my bed, see how it works cohesively, and then I try to slowly prune things away. We don't have any like super specific plans, but I do need, stuff to kind of sit around and work from home, maybe some bathing suits, because we'll probably go to the beach. We'll probably like go and have a pool day and whatnot. Other than that, I'm going to be bringing sort of fun, warm weather, fashion types of things for shopping, when I'm out vlogging and stuff. I'm going to be like going out to dinner, going out to drinks, like those sorts of things, not like clubbing outfits or anything. Nice clothes for kind of going out, touring, having a fun day in 80-degree, probably humid weather. So let's get into it. Well, look who's already come to lay on my stuff and chew on whatever little tassels and cords she can find. Do you want to say hello, Minnie? Do you know you're coming on this trip? Do you want to tell everybody what you're going to be packing? Yes, maybe some toys and treats? No, stay away. No, go away, baby. She always does this. Does anybody else have a pet that like as soon as you start laying things out, they try and lie directly on top of your clothes or lie in the suitcase? Because that's what this cat likes to do. Okay, so the kitty has fallen asleep on the sun hat and I'm totally okay with it. She may remain there. It keeps her from lying on what is a pretty much exclusively black workout outfit attire. I probably will have to prune this down, but what I have here are just like 2 or 3 pairs of leggings, some biker shorts. I've got joggers, a little cropped hoodie for whenever I get cold. I know this doesn't look like much, but it's a really cute little cropped hoodie from, I think it's from Aloe. And then I've got a bunch of little like black sports bras. And once again, I might cut this back. I do like to work out when I go on trips. And I also just like something that I can kind of throw on if we wake up in the morning, we want to like go to a cafe. We just want to sort of walk around, maybe go for like a little run or something in the morning. I like to bring active wear just to kind of lounge around in whenever I'm not wearing my nice clothes. Also for the plane, I like to wear joggers. I like to wear little hoodies like this. So these are just versatile things that I can wear when I'm not dressed up. And I like to bring black because I just feel like it works well together. Like it always matches. I also have here my new travel steamer. I shared this with you guys in my lifestyle favorites video. Definitely check that video out. It's a super fun video. I have a bunch of like handy little favorites that are just kind of, you know, my favorite things that I use day to day. This is called the Nori. It's a travel steamer / iron. It was one of Oprah's favorite things. So my hope is to fit this in my suitcase as well so that me and my boyfriend can iron our things. Now coming over here, I'm just kind of first laying out all of the stuff that I know I need to bring, like the boring things. I've got some pajamas and socks back there. Here I have my swimwear. All of this stuff is from Farm Rio. They have really fun prints. You can see there's the little hat here that Minnie is sleeping on. There is a matching little sarong here with fun little, I'm surprised she's not playing with this. She just wants to lie on my stuff and put her scent on everything. I will lint roll it later, but you can get like super matchy sets. I'll link the haul where I hauled these down below. You can't get this print, but every single season, pretty much all year round, Farm Rio has fun printed bathing suits like this, and you can buy the matching hat, the matching sarong, everything, and they always bring back this extremely flattering one piece in different prints. I already have this in 2 prints. I picked it up on sale last year to go with kind of the little bikini that I have and then the hat and the sarong. So I've just started to put all of my stuff in the suitcase, and as you can see here, I like to roll everything just to get all of the air out of the way. The nice thing about this suitcase is it has this little kind of compartment where you can almost like compress the clothes, so you can fit quite a bit in here, and especially if you are going to more of like a warm weather location, you can fit a lot of stuff in here. So I'm just starting, like, as I complete each section of my packing list, so to speak, I just pop everything in here. Okay, so now I'm getting into more of like the fashion stuff that I'm gonna bring. This is gonna be harder to narrow down, and I don't have a lot of room in this apartment. I live in a 1-bedroom apartment. I store a lot of my summer clothes, of which I have a lot of, which I know doesn't make a lot of sense, but I have a lot of summer clothes, and I store most of them under my bed, and I store them in these like zippy duffel bags. They kind of look a little bit like those bags that you get at IKEA, for example. I'm gonna link these down below. I find that space bags, they just really don't work. They are kind of awkward to fit places, and for me, they always lose the suction. Instead, what I do is I put everything in these bags. They stay nice and clean and dust free, and then I just slide them all under my bed in a Tetris format. That's where my summer clothes live, where now in the winter, all my winter clothes are in my closet. And so I just kind of dragged the 3 out that have all of my summer clothes. So I'm gonna just pull the ones that speak to me, put them on the bed, and then I'm gonna be like kind of sorting through them and deciding which things I think I'm gonna bring and which I'm not, and then I'm gonna show you guys some of the stuff that I'm gonna end up bringing. Alrighty, friends, so here starts the fashion packing. I brought in more lights in my room, so hopefully you guys can see these okay. If you hear anything in the background, my boyfriend is happily watching playoff football in the next room. So there are a couple of things here that I know I definitely want to bring. What I've done here is I've just laid out all of the separates, and I'm gonna just make sure that they match up. And then once I kind of pick what I want from here, I'm gonna lay down maybe a couple of like dresses and jumpsuits, and I'll pick, you know, 1 or 2, maybe 3 of those, just depending on how much space I have. But I love like matchy sets. I have a lot of them, but I want to pack some that I haven't gotten a chance to wear. These 2 outfits right here are some of the goodies that I bought in Paris. I have a what I bought in Paris haul. If you guys want to see that, if you like luxury hauls, I'll link that down below. I feel like I'm referencing so many videos in this video. The first thing, which if I have images, I do have images of a lot of these outfits, I will insert it. I have this Fendace pajama set. It is a short sleeve silk shirt, and then there's some matching, you can't really see, but there's some matching shorts right underneath. And this is great for pairing with pretty much anything. Like you can wear it separately, you can wear it together, you can put a little bralette or crop top underneath this and wear the shirt open. You could put a t-shirt underneath it and wear it open. You kind of get the gist of it. So I'm definitely bringing that. The other piece that I have here, the other set I should say, is this other Fendi silk set. So this is a pair of longer trousers. once again, I'll link that video down below so you guys can see me like modeling these. Also, follow me on Instagram because I'm going to be posting on Instagram like all my outfits and just, you know, kind of little things that I'm doing during my trip, show you guys, you know, how I style these up. So head on over to Instagram. I'll link my handle down below and I'll also put it up here so that you guys can head over there and follow me. If you want to chat with me or anything, ask me questions, send me little messages and stuff, you can contact me on Instagram. But I am going to be bringing this. It's basically a pair of long pants because like it's going to be warm, but it's not going to be like stinking hot. Okay. It's going to be high of maybe anywhere from 75 to 85. Hopefully a cold front doesn't come through next week because then I'm going to have to repack everything. But I like the option of having pants and a short sleeve or longer sleeve and some shorts. It's both long sleeve, but it's very light and the shirt here is cropped. So I definitely want to bring this. Haven't really gotten much of a chance to wear it because it's been so cold, and during the fall it just immediately, you know, went to being cold here. Now over here, I've got my pants. I've laid out all of the trousers I'm thinking of bringing. Here I have a pair of like pretty classic black ones from Cole Gaia, and you'll see here they have snaps that go up the side, so you can like unsnap them if you want to show off your shoes for a little more ventilation. I'll actually like dress these up and down. Like I'll wear them with sneakers and a t-shirt. Sometimes I'll wear it with, you know, more of like a cropped shirt or like a corset top. Here I've got a pair, this is another thing I got in Paris. I got a pair of like Fendi chambray pants. So they're basically like jeans. They're very high-waisted with little pleats. And these are super fun too, but they're part of a summer collection. So like these are more of a spring and summer kind of thing, more warm weather. And I like to wear these with like little t-shirts and stuff. I'll show you the shirts in a second. Then I have these super fun pink pants from Cole Gaia, and they have this fun little like strappy detail along the sides, like along the hips. Adds a little bit of movement. It's super fun. It's very South Beach Barbie type of thing. Then also from Cole Gaia, as you can see, I love Cole Gaia for like warmer weather clothes. I have these linen cargo pants. I have a lot of photos with all of these, so once again I'll pop in some photos. I have them in black and also in white. I think I'm only gonna bring one of them. I also here have this really pretty like long black skirt. It used to be a little tight on me. I took it to my tailor and he like made it a little bit bigger. Especially if I go out to dinner, it gets super tight. So I'm gonna try this on again. But to go with this, I have this pretty like Mara Hoffman rose top. It's like a little bandeau and it's stretchy in the back. This goes with everything. Any like day to night, I can wear this with this. I can wear it with this. I can wear it with this. I can wear it with this. Like I can wear that with everything. When I look at the little tops over here, I've got some little cropped ones here from Rag & Bone. I know they look minuscule right now, but trust me, they stretch and it looks normal size. I have just, yeah, some basic things. These don't take up a lot of space in my suitcase. A lot of times I like to make a statement with the pants and have a simpler shirt. And then sometimes I like to have more of simpler pants and make a statement with the shirt. So over here, I've got this fun little Gucci shirt. I hauled this for you guys, I think last spring. This was kind of like a little birthday present to myself last year. It's just this cute, fun little t-shirt. This is great for pairing with these black trousers. And it just, I don't know, it's like casual, cool, dressy, a little bit of sneakers. I could also pair it with like the cargo pants over there. I could pair it with a pair of like the black joggers that I showed you guys. I also have this black Burberry London t-shirt and the matching shorts, and I also have a bucket hat that I wear with this. I've worn it to Miami before. It's very matchy. It's like totally a vibe. So I think I'm gonna bring this as well. These will be my two t-shirts. I always, just in case, like to bring one like black silk shirt and then a crisp basic white long sleeve shirt. So those are both from Everlane. That's where I get a lot of my basics. I've got the Cole Gaia butterfly tops that you guys would have seen in a lot of my Paris photos. I think I'm gonna bring these. I think it will be fun to wear if it's warm enough. And I also think it would be fun to maybe give one to my sister to wear and we could match. I don't know. Is that a stupid idea? We'll see if it actually pans out. Then I have this nice little like corset top. Once again, like I think wearing this this with any of these definitely works. I've worn it with these pants many times, and so that's a cute little outfit as well. I'm just like, you know, making sure that I've got enough here. I don't want to be cold. Like, I hope it's not cold. I'm probably also gonna pack maybe a little blazer and like a jean jacket to go on top of these, because then you can really mix and match, right? You know you're not going to be cold. You got a nice little jacket. You have some pants. I'm going to have some skirts. So this is kind of what I'm looking at for the separates. I think the one thing for sure I need to eliminate is just one of these cargo pants. Like, that's way too many pants to be bringing. I don't think they're all gonna fit, but that's what I'm thinking in terms of the separates. Okay, so now I am pulling out more of like the jumpsuits and the dresses, which I do wear a lot of in warm weather, but I don't know. I'm kind of feeling more of the separates. I have these two. Well, this is a cute little macaw parrot dress that I got from Farm Rio. And then I also got this jumpsuit from Farm Rio. I feel like maybe these are a little too tropical for this trip. I don't know. I do really like them. They're so beautiful, but I think maybe this is better. Like, especially this dress, it's better for when it's like very, very hot and it's definitely more summery. I think I'm gonna eliminate definitely this one and then maybe keep this one kind of on standby, because I never get to wear this one that much because it is long sleeves. So in the summer here in Boston, it's just like too hot and humid to wear. Then I remembered that I have this jumpsuit, which is actually very similar, but the print is a little bit, you know, it's a little bit less loud and more sophisticated. This is from a brand called Maison Chateau Rouge. It is from Paris, or the brand is from Paris. And if I'm not mistaken, all of their fabrics and their prints they're like inspired by different kind of traditional like African prints from different places around Africa. So I just thought that this print was so cool. I got it a couple of years ago, I think when the brand was a little bit newer. I love this jumpsuit and I don't really get to wear it quite that often. And what's really cool about this is that it zips like all the way up and down. So you can wear like a little bralette underneath and kind of zip it down a little bit more to get, you know, some air, show a little bit of chest. And I'm like pretty much flat chested, so it's not boobalicious or anything like that. I just bring like a little bralette or a little crop top and I'll wear it underneath and I'll kind of leave it open. So I think I might bring that instead of the Farm Rio one and maybe return to this for another sort of trip, maybe more like closer to the summertime. And then I have these two beautiful pieces that I got from Ulla Johnson this past summer. This one is a silk jumpsuit. It's beautifully printed. It's very lightweight. And I like the fact that this one it's like in a darker fabric, so you really can wear it whenever. It's a really nice piece. This has the same like top silhouette as the jumpsuit, except it is a dress. So I think I'm gonna bring the jumpsuit, guys. I think I'm gonna bring this because I haven't really gotten a chance to wear this, and I just think it's a little bit like more cool, like sophisticated, whereas this just feels so summery to me. So I think I'm gonna go with this, and then that'll be the two jumpsuits that I bring. I forgot I had pulled this top out also. This is a cute little top that I bought also in Paris. I wear the things that I buy. I bought this in Paris. This is a cute little Prada nylon top, and it actually cinches at the bottom, so you can kind of adjust this if you want it to be like a crop top, or you could wear it loose on, you know, just like with jeans or joggers or something. And this looks really good with a lot of the pants that I brought, and it doesn't take up a lot of space. So I'm going to be packing this. I really want to bring at least one dress with me. I have these two dresses that I got from Diane von Furstenberg when they were like liquidating the store here in Boston. Got them on clearance and they're very similar. They're like almost the same silhouette, couple of different details, but different prints. So I'm thinking of maybe bringing one of these, although I'm not quite sure which one I like. So I haven't decided yet. And then I'd also really like to bring this dress that I got from Coach. It has these cute little like embroidered details on it and these really beautiful buttons. And I like to wear this open with a little like bralette or crop top underneath, just like belted at the waist, and it actually looks really cool. The only thing is that this is very bulky. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like pack the stuff that I have, and then I'm gonna see which of these I'm going to end up taking, like what can I fit. So one of the other benefits you get from kind of having everything out in the open until you pack it is that it helps you kind of figure out what sorts of shoes and bags also will go with the things you selected. So ignore the Gucci loafers back there. I just kind of have those because I've been wearing them a lot. But the shoes that I picked here these are kind of like my everyday shoes. So I've got MGemmy sneakers. These are my favorite classic white sneakers. The Italian leather is so nice and they're not crazy expensive. Then I've got these Prada Fisherman sandals. I had these in a haul at some point last spring. Those are very comfortable and they're a little more like sandal-like, although I will wear them with like little socks and stuff like that. And then I've just got some running trainers here for my workouts, pair of gold sandals that take up barely any space. I got these on clearance from Tory Burch. And then I have these really nice, like squishy, sturdy block heels. And these are from C by Chloe. I bought them in both the brown and the black because they're so good. I'm going to try and find this style. I hope that they still sell it and I'll link it down below. This is just like, if you can't wear heels, your feet hurt anytime you wear them. If you just can't do heels, this is a great option. Like, look how blocky and platformed they are. They're the perfect height where like you're still wearing a heel, but it's not uncomfortable. It's not super slanted and sloped. The reason why I bought them is because the straps are so soft and plushy and pillowy and amazing. And so I always bring these with me if I'm gonna at least bring one heel option. I went to go grab a jacket to pack and I totally forgot that I have these frame cargo pants and the matching satin jacket. I think I might bring these and then kind of remove the other cargo pants that I had before. Depending on space, I'm gonna probably bring this as my jacket. The other two jacket options that I have here are my denim jacket that kind of just goes with everything for the day. And then I also have my Lamarck 80s, you know, kind of like oversized cropped leather jacket, which I also think will go well with things. So I think I'm gonna bring these, and then depending on what space I have, I'll bring like maybe one or two of these jackets. I think that I'm probably going to bring the carry-on after all so that I can fit all of this stuff. I also, you know, if I buy anything, I want to have a little bit of extra space. So I think I'm going to start putting things into this suitcase and seeing what fits. All right, so we are making fantastic progress. Pretty much everything fits. I'm going to take the carry-on just so that I have a little bit of extra room because I did check my ticket and I do get a carry-on, which I wasn't sure if I did. Half of the suitcase right here has kind of the leisure things and my pajamas and athletic wear and all that kind of stuff. And then here I've just rolled all of my clothes, put them together. For the most part, when I get to my destination, I'm going to be taking this out and like hanging it up as long as there is enough space to do that, putting it in drawers. Just a couple of like packing tips. You know, number one, obviously roll the clothes. And then what I'm going to do, the only thing I haven't packed here is the blazer. And that is because I'm just going to lay that flat along the top so that it doesn't really get crushed or wrinkled or anything like that. Then the other tip that I have for you guys is like, if you are going to be bringing a carry-on, maybe think about using the carry-on for your like more expensive things, or things that if for any reason they were to lose your luggage, you'd be like, okay, well, at least I have these things here. So some examples, you know, I put like all of the Fendi clothes in there, anything that's like bigger designer, the Prada shirt, for example. I am going to be putting some shoes in there, namely the Prada ones, and then I'm going to wear the sneakers. A lot of times you can fit more, you can bring more with you if you just wear some of the bulky things. I have my plain outfit right here, and it's just, this already has cat hair on it, whatever, I'll just lint roll it. But it's just kind of some joggers, my little cropped sweatshirt, and then I'm gonna wear the leather jacket on top because it's like super roomy, very comfy. So yeah, and then a couple of other tips I have here, guys. If you have a ton of these little pouches that you get free samples in from Dior or maybe Guerlain, you can reuse these, and I like to put my belts in them. You could probably tell there's like a little belt that's rolled up. I roll it up, I pop it in, and it's gonna go in my luggage just like that. I think I have a little slim Gucci belt that is in there. You also can save, you know, I have this little Victoria Beckham Beauty one. I've got a MGemmy one. Like, I have a whole slew of little dust bags back there, and I will use that to pack certain outfits together sometimes. Once again, for the belts, sometimes I'll put my bathing suits in there. A lot of times I will put my shoes in there. Those are just a couple of tips here that I have for you when you are packing. All right, so I've got all of my clothes packed up. I've got one pair of shoes there, a ton of empty space here in case I want to put, I don't know, something else in case I buy something. We'll see how it goes. All of my clothes, the rest of them are packed in there. I just wanted to show you guys, you know, I put my, this is great. You guys got to check this out if you like to straighten your hair, or, you know, maybe not for people who have like super curly hair and they're straightening it, but if you're like me and your hair is kind of relatively straight and you just need to touch it up, or maybe you're doing like a little sleek bun and you need to straighten your baby hairs, this is the smallest little hair straightener of all time. It is from Amica and it fits in that little pouch. I just took it out to show you guys. This is fantastic. And then I think I'm just gonna bring my hair crimper. A lot of you guys ask me, what do you use to do your hair? I mostly, if I'm not using the Dyson Airwrap, which I don't use very often, I either use a basic curling wand or I will use this. This is called, I think it's called A Wave We Go. I'm going to link it down below. I've mentioned it on my channel. This is how I get those little wavy, crimpy waves, I guess. Those little crimpy waves. What am I saying? Can't even talk right now. This is actually adjustable, so you can adjust the wave. It's great. Like, it's perfect kind of summer hair. It's great for humid weather for me because even if my hair gets a little messed up or frizzy, for example, you really can't tell. So I think I'm going to bring this and like skip the curling iron, because if I do use the curling iron, like half the time the curls just fall out because it's humid. So this is what I normally use in the summer here in Boston. So I'm going to bring this and then just the teeny little hair straightener. Okay, we've made it to the end. The last thing that I do once I've chosen all my outfits and my shoes is I just pick my accessories. So I've got 3 bag options here and then 4 hat options. So I've got the Fendi baguette, and I really like this one because it has a top handle. It also has a crossbody, and for whatever reason, the one that I bought pre-loved came with 2 top handles. So it's really easy to switch out if I want to put, this is just like a little Fendace wrappy scarf. And then I can also put more wrappy scarves, which are not, you know, heavy or hard to pack, on the other top handle. So it's easy to kind of swap it out to change up the look of your outfit, or you could just do it plain. This color I highly recommend. I get 0 color transfer. I bought it pre-loved for a really good price back in 2020, and this color works with everything. I love it, especially in the summer. Then I've got the Louis Vuitton Capucine bag. I bought this in Paris this past summer. This was like the other thing that I got on that trip. And then I also have the Gucci Horsebit monogram bag. I was thinking about it, and I think I'm gonna bring these 2 because I think in most situations these should be fine. Like, this will be a little bit dressier, you know, white kind of goes with everything. This also kind of goes with everything. Plus, I like that these both have top handles and then they both have crossbody straps. Now with the hats, I'm probably gonna wear my little like Gucci hat on the plane. I usually wear a baseball hat on the plane, and then I like to have at least a bucket hat or 2. I'm thinking about, I don't know, I'm probably gonna bring these 2 because it's just like a white and a black. So I think that that's what I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna leave the Burberry one behind just because it doesn't match with as much, but we shall see. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna eliminate these. What I will do is for my bags, usually I'll put my bag in my backpack and I'll just kind of reach in there. I'll put it in its dust bag, like in the backpack, because I can't have another personal item. I fit it in there. I really don't put that much in my backpack other than like, you know, my snacks, my laptop, some chargers. Like, that's pretty much it. It's just for things that I need to like grab during the flight, which it's not even that long. I think it's like 3.5 hours. And then I'll probably put this one in my carry-on and I'll just pack it up in the dust bag and it'll be with me the whole time. Woo! Okay, friends, I think that that is enough packing for today. Hopefully this video was, I don't know, entertaining, relaxing, helpful, etc. I've never made a video like this before, so hopefully it was kind of interesting to see how I pack my makeup and my clothes and just kind of my process when I am packing for a trip. Definitely do not forget to follow me on Instagram and subscribe here to my channel if you guys want to see how I style up all these outfits, some makeup looks that I create with the makeup that I pack, all that good stuff. If you're interested in more content and seeing what I'm up to while I'm on my trip, definitely follow me on those channels. If you like this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and also sound off in those comments down below. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if you have any packing tips for me next time. I would love to know. And with that, friends, I hope that you are having a fantastic day and I will see you in my next one. Goodbye.